G'day guys, Shannon Byrnes here again for down at Kardinia Park. Heard the ratings dropped off a little bit last week. I'm not sure who the host was, but got me back on board this week. We're going to go through, ask the boys a few questions and see what they can give us on the hot topics of this week. Alright guys, before we get started, I've just noticed that the storeroom's open. We've got some lollies, goodies, anything you can think of, soft drink in here. Let's have a quick look, see what we can find. Oh! Cal!
Bertie, what are you doing here?
What are you up to, mate?
Just getting some lollies, Matt, for the young blokes.
Alright,
Good on me.
this is awkward. Anyway, well, while we've got you, we may as well get you to do something useful for us and answer a few questions. I can see you're a little flustered, but got a few hard-hitting topics here that we'll throw at you and we'll see how you go. Now the comedy festival is on. Who do you think the funniest bloke at the club is and why?
Me, next.
G'day guys, this is a real treat. We've managed to track down David King, our property steward. Hello King.
Good, thanks very much. Nice to see everybody around.
This is unbelievable that you're not working at the moment, mate. You're always flat at it, aren't you?
Always flat out. Incidentally, I'm not a property steward. I'm training services manager now.
Jeez, you giving yourself that title?
Well, yeah, no pay, but just a title.
I guess it sounds alright. Now, well, the comedy festival's on at the moment. Who do you think the funniest bloke at the club is and why?
I think Boris would be the funniest guy at the club. Well, for a start off, he looks funny.
Okay, so this is Corey Enright for the...
Yeah, for the people who don't know, yes, it's Corey Enright. He does look like a clown, acts like a clown.
Alright, we've come across the man of the moment. He's bagged 3 goals on the weekend. He came in as a late inclusion and he won't be out of the side this week, that's for sure. We've got Dan Menzel. Welcome to the show, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, we've got a few questions to fire at you. The comedy festival's on at the moment. Who do you think the funniest bloke at the club is and why?
I'd have to go Corey Enright with that, I reckon. Always brings out the place and is bright around the place, so yeah.
That's the second one for Boris, so he's doing well. Here we are just by the big wheelie bin, Woj's hangout. Knew we'd find him here. Welcome to the show, Woj.
Thanks, Shannon.
We've got a few questions just going to fire at you at the moment, see what you can come up with for us. Funniest bloke at the club and why?
Or probably Matthew Scarlett or Darren Milburn, maybe. Just have a lot of fun around the weight sessions and in the change rooms.
That's a good answer. If the AFL came to you and asked you to set up a franchise anywhere in the world, what city would it be and what would be the mascot?
Hometown of Sunbury, I reckon it's due for an AFL club. Way ahead of Tasmania, I reckon.
It's due for something, isn't it?
Yeah, it needs something, I'll be honest. But my mate Peter Barry probably be the mascot.
I'd say the east end of London, where I come from, and I'd say it'd be a kebab shop.
Kebab shop? So what's your mascot for the kebab shop?
Oh, it's a nice piece of Australian steak, I suppose.
Not very English, is it?
I'd go New York and I'd go a skyscraper as a mascot.
How do you think that's going to work?
I don't know, we'll give it a crack, see how it goes.
Alright, no worries.
I'm not too sure if I'd have it in a city. I'd probably have it in my hometown of Hayfield. Call them the Hayfield Timber Cutters or something like that. So it's a lot of... and have the mascot with a chainsaw in one hand and an axe in the other.
You do need supporters to support a club, you do realise that?
Yes, I do. There's 2,000 people that live in Hayfield, so there's 2,000 members.
Alright, well, it's outside the box, I'll give you that. Steve Johnson was annihilated by Aaron Sandilands on the weekend. What's the best hit you've seen, or was that it?
I think that might have been pretty close, but I can remember Darren Milburn's hit on Sos Silvani at Optus Oval there back in about 2001. It was a beauty and he still pops a lot from there.
Yeah, they still haven't forgiven him for that, have they? His security guards had to walk with him outside the ground, was that right?
Yeah, that's right, but I think they got confused with him and Joel Corey, so yeah, Joel Corey was copping a fair bit of it, but...
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be it. It was even better that it was Stevie getting nailed too.
Yeah, I think that was the best hit, considering that, well, amazing hit really, but just the way he bounced back up on his feet. But I have seen probably a lot worse the wear after a hit, but Stevie was probably the hardest hit I've seen.
None from back in the 30s and 40s when you... Cats fan and Premier Ted Ballieu is down on the weekend. Can you spell his surname for us? B-A-I-L-L-E-A-U. Very close, but incorrect.
B-A-I-L-L-I-E-U.
Nailed it. Well done, Cal. Did something right.
I can spell his surname very easy. It's
I shouldn't have prepped him on the question here. He's written it down on his hand. Unbelievable. Thanks, mate.
B-A-I-L, actually double L, I-E-U.
Nailed it, Woj. Well done, mate. And thanks for your time. Yeah, sorry, I was just admiring that as well. Thanks for another great week of down at Kardinia Park. We got some great answers from the boys this week. Tom Hawkins is back for you next week. Can't wait to see what he's got for us. Cheers.
Down at Kardinia Park.